All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. In this particular video, I want to touch on a dream that I had about this man right here you see on your screen. This man's name is William Henry Gates III, but you may know him by Bill Gates, all right? And he's a philanthropist. He makes, snake bites, the so-called help the world, but he really puts a lot of people to death, and his mission is to chop the population down, to put people to death, all right? And he's really big into right now, he'll even tell you of GMO mosquitoes, making genetically modified mosquitoes to go around and bite people and stop the spread of certain things. But really, they are to spread said thing that he says he wants to stop. He puts a lot of people to death. All right. Now, you may know him on his TED Talk as well, where he told you that he creates certain things to chop the population down. All right. He wasn't lying. He was telling you what the deal was. All right. Now, I had a dream about him, and it just matches with his track record. And I'm going to get into it. So it was on, the population of the earth. This dream started, with just the population of the earth. And everybody was in pews, like church pews or whatever. I was in the background of this whole population of the earth. But I remember my earthly brother, his name Terrell. He was on my left-hand side. And Bill Gates walked up in front of everybody. And he took his shirt off. Like, what the fuck this dude doing? And he started doing this ritualistic, demonic ass dance or whatever. And motherfuckers was laughing in the beginning, like chuckling and shit. But then as he started contorting his body and his spine was like contorting in certain ways, that motherfuckers was like kind of like, oh, like the laughing died down immediately. Like, yo, bro, what the fuck is we looking at? Like, and he was slamming down on the floor, but he was twisting and turning in different ways. It's a dream, you know what I'm saying? But after that, it was like he was summoning a death angel. And a death angel appeared, a couple of them too. You had one that was faced towards like the group that I was in. He was faced towards us. And they had other ones faced toward different groups of people. But I remember looking upon this death angel, and it had the face like of a skeleton, and everything like was glowing green. But the skeleton, this death angel had, and it had no legs though. It was like floating. It was suspended in the air. And I would say it had a huge sword, like a sword on him, a huge one. But the thing that captivated me was it had a large, had a crown on his head. And the crown it was terrifying to look at the death angel, but the crown was like kind of like beautiful. And to describe the crown, it had if I say draw a diamond on a piece of paper, you would draw the shape of a diamond. If I say draw a 3D diamond, then you'll put the lines in it, so forth and so on, or whatever. It was the shape of how you would draw a diamond on a piece of paper. That's how it was shaped, but it was a stone, like an actual stone, like. And it was glowing green. And it had something written in the middle of it that I can't tell you what that was written, but it was like some squiggles, like the writing, like that was on the stone, and the rest of the crown was like spiritual but physical. It was both. Like it's something that you can't create on this earth. It wasn't held together by metal or screws, bolts, and all whatever the fuck, man. It wasn't held together by all of that. It was held together by like inner, like spirit. But I don't want to say even inner. It was like, I don't want to butcher the vision. It was just held together like by spirit. That's all I have to say, right? And it had different parts of it that was like physical, like you could touch and stuff, but it was almost like some of it you couldn't touch because it was like the crown was spiritual. But I remember it was that stone, that big stone in the middle or whatever. And the death angel started putting people to death, but people wasn't too scared. He started putting people to death. And then I guess it pissed the death angel off. And then start snapping, and I saw this crown kind of like upgrade, like it's different attributes start coming on the crown, and it got more glorious, the crown. And then green and like energy start flying around. He was putting everybody. It was mayhem. He started putting everything to death. Everybody to death. My brother died. That was on my left hand. So he died. He got fucked up. And I remember just dropping to the floor and just praying in names, praying in names, praying in names. And I prayed them so much for so long, and I was still there. Like, oh shit, like, oh, bro, I hope I ain't gonna die, please, Lord. And I kept praying, 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 and I believe I teleported. I got teleported out of the way. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to share this the dream that I had on this man right here. You see on your screen with the GMO mosquitoes. Now we hear about the triple E virus, the Eastern equine encephalitis. Also, 33 states have, with these mosquitoes, that people get bit by these mosquitoes, 33 states also now have cases of West Nile virus, so forth and so on. Operation Sky, and I'm gonna say polka dots, but the M to the pox. Whistleblower came out and said she's a scientist. And this man right here, they treat him as a god. They think that he is a living god, right? And he tells them that basically they got to cull the herd. They got to kill people for the greater good. You see that? If you haven't looked at that video, go look at it. It's GMS, New Jersey. A brother, Taza War, I believe his name is. GMS Shield of Faith. He's on Odyssey too. He puts a lot on Odyssey that you can't say on the YouTube. That brother go in or whatever, and he got it documented. Like he made a video on that. Sister came out and basically exposed, what a murderer this man is. So, hey, that's all really I gotta say. I just wanted to come and share that dream. Hope it was edifying. You take out of it something. But I'm gonna say shalom.